Welcome back to yet another tutorial on how to install the liveries into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. This is for the liveries mega pack, which has now been expanded to include multiple different aircraft types. Okay, so we're going to talk about exactly how to install that today. And this is using all the latest information from all the different community members. I know this is probably getting repetitive. It's a new, different tutorial each day, but this is going to be the best one so far, and hopefully one of the last ones. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is locate your community folder. So if you look, I've located my community folder where I've installed Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to talk extensively now about how to locate that folder. And all this information will be in the video description. So the first thing you need to know is, have you installed using Microsoft? Okay, if you have installed using Microsoft, then what you're going to do is remember, did you install it in a custom folder? When the game was installing and it asked you to update into a certain directory, did you hit next, or did you, type in a custom folder? Now, if you did put in a custom folder, all you need to do is go to that folder wherever you installed Flight Sim, and there'll be a community folder right there. Basically, wherever you installed all the add-ons, that's where you go. Now, if you installed into the default, it's a little bit more involved. What you're going to do is you're going to copy this right here, local app data, with the percent signs around it. And you're going to go down to the Windows search down here, okay? And you're going to search it. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can do that. You click here and you search it. What comes up will be a folder full of things. It'll be your app data. You're going to find a folder called packages. Then you're going to go in there. You're going to find a folder called Microsoft.Flight Simulator. It may have an underscore with some random lettering after it. Go in there. Then you're going to go to local cache. Then you're going to go to packages. And then finally, community. Okay? And that'll be your community folder. Pin that to your quick access. Same thing. Whenever you find this, pin it to your quick access. If you purchased using Game Pass, it's the same procedure. Okay? Whether you put in a custom or not, or if Game Pass, same thing that we just spoke about. Now, if you did not install using Microsoft, instead if you had used Steam to install, what you're going to do is do the same search, but do it with just app data. Not local app data, but just app data, okay, in the same bottom left search feature. Once you open that, you're going to be in a folder called app data/roaming. What you're going to do is find Microsoft Flight Simulator. You're going to go in there. You're going to find packages, go in there, and then finally community. Now, an alternate method, if that doesn't work, is to go into local app data and search for it there, as we spoke about with the Microsoft. However, I do think this top one is the more successful method. If that still doesn't work, you're going to go to your Steam location. So wherever you have Steam apps, okay? If you installed it in the default, it'll be something along the lines of C, users, your user, Steam, program files, x86, Steam, and then Steam apps. But wherever you installed Steam, okay, that's where you're going to go. Steam apps, common, community, okay? This is another option. Finally, if you had not installed using Steam or Microsoft, I don't know how you installed it, so we're not going to support that. But that is basically how you find your community folder. You can pause it here if you have it using Steam, and you can pause it here if you had it using Microsoft. All right, so now we're going to move on. So if once you find your community folder, you're going to open that up, however you found it, and then you're going to open up what you downloaded, the Liveries Mega Pack. Whatever Mega Pack you've downloaded, it should be the latest version. It's going to say Liveries Mega Pack. You're going to download that off the, what's it called, Mediafire. Okay. Once you have this downloaded, unzip it. What I'm going to do here is unzip it right into Community. So I'm going to double click into Liveries Mega Pack, go inside that folder, okay? And you're going to see each folder for every aircraft in the Mega Pack. Now in the future, there might be more than 2 aircraft folders here. There's going to be one for the A320, one for the 208 Grand Caravan, one for the 747, one for the, Piper Cub, etc. And you're going to need to take whichever ones you want. You can have between one and all, and drag those to unzip them into your community folder. I'm using WinRAR to unzip it. You do not need WinRAR. You can use 7-zip. You can use the Windows unzipper. Anything will work. Just unzip these liveries folders into community. So I'm going to go ahead and drag those in, and it's going to unzip it for me. So with this current iteration, the version 5, and of course there's going to be more in the future, but it's going to remain as pretty much the same process. You're going to drag those in, wait for it to move, and then you have your liveries folders. So remember, community folder, liveries folders. Okay, remember, the zip will say liveries megapack you go in, and then you copy these over, the liveries dash aircraft type. So I've taken the A320 and the 208 Grand Caravan liveries and put them in community. Okay, community, and then the folders of the aircraft liveries. Inside these folders, it looks something like this. You have sim objects, your localizations, etc. You don't need to touch any of that. You just go in right there. Now all you need to do is boot up Flight Sim and you'll have all the liveries in your game, which I'll show you. I just want to put in a quick note on this video. This is after the fact during editing, but we've had an error where Windows throws a file name too long error if you are using the Windows unzipper. So I recommend using WinRAR or 7-zip or one of your favorite unzip tools and not the integrated Windows unzipper to unzip these files. Thanks again for bearing with us. I know there's a few different steps to this and it's complicated, but you'll get the hang of it. All right, we made it in game. So now I'm going to show you a couple tips and tricks if you're upgrading from previous versions, and also in the future when you're updating, so you don't come crying and saying it's broken, because it's not. You need to go in your hangar right here. You see it has the TBM. I'm going to change the aircraft. I'm going to go to airliners. And then you need to do this for each aircraft you're adding in that's changed. So I'm going to do the A320 first. You click it. Now if we click liveries, oh my God, it's broken. God dear, holy mother of Christ. No, it's not. You go home, you go to profile, you go to my hangar again, and you go to liveries, and there they all are. Okay? You have Delta, Spirit, all 40 liveries, which will load going through, okay, in the current version. Now, if we go to the 208 Grand Caravan, you can see, oh, DHL did load, but that might not be there either. And you would do the same thing. Go home and then come back in and it would show up. So we can look at this beautiful DHL livery as well. Love this plane. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That is just a bunch of tips and tricks on installing the Mega Pack. It is updated frequently. I'll try to include a link. Just check back. Maybe I'll include a Discord where I release the release updates or whatnot. And I'll also definitely include that how to find your community folder TXT file, so you can follow along with that and copy the paths, whatever you need to do. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll be coming out as well with a video on templates. I'm now releasing sets of templates for each livery, for each aircraft. Right now we have the 208, the A320, and the 747 released. So keep an eye out for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.